Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, October 30. 11 student nurses will receive critical care training under the Ministry of Health United Kingdom bilateral critical care training program. The nurses will train for 7 months in Jamaica and another 5 in the UK. This follows a cohort of 18 nurses and 5 faculty staff who received training in China under a Memorandum of Understanding with that country. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says arrangements such as these will help to address the shortfall of critical care professionals in the sector. This, he says, is sometimes caused from migration of nurses to work in other countries.
Between the China-Jamaica MOU and the Jamaica-UK MOU, it has basically more than doubled the capacity, right? At least double, but I suspect more than double the capacity for critical care training for nurses in the country.
Dr. Tufton was addressing the opening ceremony for the Ministry of Health United Kingdom bilateral critical care training program on Monday. He says its success will be used as a template to address shortfalls in other medical areas. These include specialist nurses in accident and emergency, nephrology and oncology, among others. The Health Minister says a report will be done at the end of the nurses' rotation, and this will be taken to the World Health Organization for analysis and used to generate a model for other nations. Special needs children in Western Jamaica now have access to psychoeducational evaluation. A diagnostic and early childhood intervention center was opened at the Sam Sharp Teachers College last Tuesday. Minister of Education, Senator Ruel Reid, says the facility was established because of the growing need for children to access early intervention programs.
I want to see that come back now, that we track every child that is born and make sure they are developing appropriately, and where there is need for early intervention, it takes place.
Senator Reid says students will be assessed at the facility, and where the need arises, treatment will continue at their schools. The centre was established through a partnership with the Education Ministry, the National Education Trust, Food for the Poor and the Programme for the Advancement of Childhood Education in Canada. Government Senator Carencia Morrison is calling for a safe sex campaign to educate the nation's youth. She says such a campaign is necessary to address concerns about unsafe sexual practices and the risk of sexually transmitted infections among the youth.
Let us talk to our children about HIV and other sexually transmitted infections. HIV has gone nowhere. Go and do the research, and we should encourage them too. With a young generation, many of whose behavior is of grave concern, we need to address this issue.
Senator Morrison was making her contribution to the State of the Nation debate in the Senate on Friday. She asserted that if parents were unable to talk to their children about these issues, they should seek the help of counselors. And finally, the first direct flight from Russia in 4 years landed in Jamaica with 310 passengers and 17 crew members on Friday. Nordwind Airlines Airbus 322 from Moscow arrived at the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay. For now, flights from Russia will arrive in the country once every 10 days, with plans to operate weekly. In welcoming the Russians, Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says Jamaica could be the multi-destination hub for this side of the world.
Now you're flying to Jamaica, you're flying to Cuba, and you're flying to Dumret. Here is a wonderful opportunity for us to really pull that together and to offer to the Russian visitors multi-destination experiences.
This batch of Russians were the last to have required a visa to visit Jamaica. Recently, the government lifted the visa restrictions for Russians wishing to visit the country for leisure purposes and staying within 90 days. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thank you for watching.